Hi, everyone. It's Peggy Merwin with Stamp with Peggy. Today is Monday, June 2nd. Another month is gone. We are into the 6th month of the year. Can you believe it? Hopefully you had a wonderful weekend. We had our big demo event on Saturday, so we had 40 fabulous ladies with us. Had such a good time. Looking forward to our next one, which will be our holiday hoopla, which is projects with the upcoming holiday catalog. That won't be till September. Holiday hoopla, if you are a demonstrator, will be September, I think it's 20 and 21. It's Saturday and Sunday. It's a 2-day event. And we do lots and lots of fun things with that. But in the meantime, it's catch-up week for me as I start preparing for June classes. Friends Night Out is next Wednesday. Scrapbook using the fabulous Weekend Adventures. So it'll be kind of a masculine, outdoorsy group of, we'll do 3 2-page spreads, so 6 pages altogether. That will be on the, I think it's 18th, and then Coffee, Cocoa, and Cards will be June 25th. Don't forget to like, share, comment. We have prizes for last week or from last week. So give me a second here to get comments and things. Make sure you say hi. Whoops. Well, that's weird. It gave me some funky thing. And of course, then it all closed. So give me a minute. Hi, Marianne. Okay. Reach and put my head right out here. Sorry about that. Hi, Judith. Thanks for joining. Okay, there we are. Mary Ellen, I'm so glad you had a good time on Saturday. It was good to spend the day with you. Hi, Emily. Hi, Jan. Okay, so we've got plenty of you watching. Hi, Susie. Okay, so before we get to, don't forget to like, share, comment. Drawings from last week's comments, shares, likes, all that fun stuff. They are getting a sampling of, so they get a half a sheet each of the 5 in colors: Darling Duckling, Timid Tiger, Cloud Cover, Strawberry Slush, and Secret Sea. I am loving this color. I've already gone through 3 packages of that, so I have to get some more on order. And then you're also getting a sampling of, oops, what did I do here? Give me a second. Okay, don't need that one. Of the Irresistible designer paper. You get a 4x6 of each of the 3 prints. These are white on white. They're embossed, like glossy embossed. And then you can use them as they are, or you can sponge coloring on them to get completely different looks, okay? Let me show you a card from last week's class. This was the Extraordinary Flora, is what we did for Coffee, Cocoa, and Cards. And this is one of the cards we did. I know the words are backwards, sorry. But this is one of the Irresistible prints. And then we just used a blending brush with Strawberry Slush ink and colored all of the non-embossed stuff with that. And then you get the white images and shapes. It's so much fun. So these 2 lucky people get a little sampling of that. And the first one is Parson Child. Parson, I will need you to email or message me your address so that I can pop this out in the mail to you. And the second lucky winner is Marianne Hatch. So Marianne, I will have this for you, and I will get this popped out in the mail to you. Okay, so there are those. All right. Then we are going to, before we start on the challenge or the winners, we're going to go ahead and put the camera down. Oh, you know what? Before I do that, no, we'll do it while we go down. Sorry. All right. We're all covered up. We're going to put this down. We're going to come way down. We're going to come forward. Okay, I'm coming up again, so ready or not, we're going to do a little shaky here. Okay. First thing I wanted to remind everyone is that tomorrow is the deadline to sign up for the Fun in the Sun tote. This will be like Easter Bunny's Basket of Fun or Cupid's 7 Days with Cupid. Okay. This is, you'll get 7 packages or kits to make 7 summer themed packaging, gift holders, treat holders, maybe little mini scrapbooks. It's like, I don't know. I have so many thoughts rolling around in my head what I want to do. The cost is $40 if you pick it up. And I'm trying to get a little bit closer. Okay. $40 if you pick it up, $50 if I have to ship it. Sorry, postage does run that by the time I get the packaging and everything done. The deadline, like I said, is tomorrow. My goal is to have them out in the mail with the little tutorials by Friday, June 20th. Okay. That gives me 18 days to get everything designed, cut, any supplies ordered. It does come with whatever treats or treats or gift items. There's just so many things floating around in my head as to what I want to put in them. So don't forget to do that. Let me know if you in the Facebook group, Stamp with Peggy VIP group, or on the page here. I have put this with the link to the Google form to sign up. Then you can mail me a check or you can Venmo me that. Okay. I think we are on to June or May card sketch challenge. You guys did such an awesome job. We had 15 people this month. Okay, so hi, Jackie. The cards are phenomenal. There's so many different varieties of them. It's awesome. I absolutely love it. Okay, sorry, I'm changing things again. Okay, so first one, Shirley Peterson turned hers. Oh, I was going to grab mine to remind you what the card sketch challenge template was. Okay, here's what my card sample was. So it was layers and then some type of focal point with the greeting. Okay, Shirley turned hers the opposite direction, so it's horizontal instead of vertical, and then used the pretty flowers and used the blooming phrases. We're going to use that tonight. Teresa Bender with the lovely little butterflies. So pretty. Kathy Lay went overboard. Love it. She did 2 of them. This one was for the swap that she participated in on Saturday. And then she did this one with the fun little Storybook Gardens, I think it is. So that's adorable. And then Roseanne added the butterflies. Oh, pretty. Tammy did the little dinosaur guy, and this one just makes me grin every time I look at him. Nancy with the beautiful, this is just so, and look at this. She fussy cut the little flowers out. Nancy doesn't like to fussy cut. Great job. Annette with some more beautiful flowers that are all fussy cut out of designer paper. Cheryl DeSico with my beautiful bees. Love it. Alyssa Howard, there's some fun cakes in there, and then the beautiful flowers and some little embellishments. Linda Vanderspool, we got a little green. It's a shade of green, but she got her green in there with the beautiful little flowers. This is one of the new designer papers. Deb Kaiser, absolutely love this card for Father's Day. I might have to case this one and make one of those to take up to my father-in-law when we go fishing with him. Kris Johnson loves this perennial paper. The purples are so, so pretty. And I just love how she did. You can write, it covers any season. She's got embossed little hearts that are so pretty. And then you can write whatever message that you want to inside. Have you already mailed the kits in the mail for? If not, all right, Parson, we need to have a little conversation, okay? Suzanne Gannon with the coffee. Love. Again, it just makes me want to have a cup of coffee. And then Teresa Sweeney with the beautiful flowers and the Floral Blooms, I think, designer paper. Okay, so fabulous job from everybody. I'm glad that I do not have to pick which ones, because I could never pick which one I thought was my favorite. There's absolutely no way. You know that I do put them into like random name generator so that it just picks from all of the entries that we get. And the lucky winner this time is Kris Johnson. Kris, you get a $25 shopping spree. So I will reach out to you and find out what it is that you want. But you guys were fabulous. Now we're going to move on to June. Okay, so we want using some new products, of course. All right, let's see what all we have. We have the blooming phrases, which I told you we were going to use. We are using the Celebrate, okay? And then we're also using Stripes and Dots. This is such a fun stamp set. It looks like one big stamp, but it's not. It is 4 individual stamps. You could stack them when you stamp them so that you get a really cool background, but you can also use each one of them separately. So cool, because you know I love texture look backgrounds. Okay, then we are also using Pattern of Friendship. It's called a die, but it's kind of like an embossing folder. So it puts this beautiful, beautiful image on your cardstock. And I'm going to show you a fun thing that I saw recently on a Demonstrator Friends page. Okay, then we are also using the Party Banner dies. Okay, ginormous set of dies. It comes in a bundle, but you can get each one separate. And look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 different size banners. And then you have the whole reinforcement or corner reinforcements so that you can make a ginormous happy birthday banner in all different sizes. Okay. There's also a stamp set that is part of the bundle, not stamp set, alphabet dies that are big dies, like for scrapbook pages, but there's a couple of things coming up that we're going to do that is so cool. This is a big ticket item, so it's great for your rewards that you're banking. That's how I did mine. I was actually able to get the whole thing free, which is awesome. Okay. All right, I think that's everything. So I already did the stamping on it. Okay, so that we weren't taking time doing that. Before I do that, I did forget to tell you that tomorrow is a big day in the Stampin' Up! World. For the first time ever, they are having a sweet sale. It's a BOGO sale. And just because this is not pretty to look at, let's put this underneath the camera for now, okay? These dies are called the Party Banner dies, Teresa. It is item number 165264. Oh, that is something while I'm doing that before I move on to the other thing. When you go into the Stampin' Up! Website, if you can't find something in the catalog, you can put that item number in. If it's part of a bundle or a suite, it will pull up the rest of the items in that bundle or suite so you can see. So like I said, there's an alphabet die set that goes along with the party banner. If you put that item number or that name in, it will pull up and you will be able to see the alphabet die set in there also. Okay. Okay. So tomorrow is BOGO. It's a buy one, get one 50% off on the Sweet collections. Okay. Sweet collection. And I don't have my catalog right here. Sorry, I cannot. Oh, my catalog got wet. I had it sitting on something I shouldn't have. Sweet collections are stamps, dies, designer paper, kind of everything all together. Here we go. They are together in the catalog. but there's a whole bunch more that are also available online. And okay, give me a second here. Okay, so starting on page 40 in the catalog, this is the Florals in Bloom Suite Collection. There's one item number to get everything that's part of the suite. Or then when you flip, here's the 2 stamp sets and dies that are part of this huge mega suite collection. There's designer paper, there's the pearls, and okay, so that's everything that's in that one. Then it shows you lots of samples. Then if you're a turtle fan, Turtly Cute is also part of the suite collection. Okay, so like I said, there are 5 of them. When you buy one suite, you can choose a second suite for 50% off, or you can choose the individual items in the suite, buy one, get one 50% off. The thing to remember is the lowest priced item is what you will get for half price. Okay, so if you order this whole suite for $139.25, which you will get all of these things, but then you decide that you want the turtle designer paper, okay, it's going to be, well, say you get a couple of them, it will be the cheaper thing that's free. Okay, so my plan to make the most is I will be ordering bundles or suites on one order, and then I'll place a second order for the lower priced items. That way I can get the most free or discounted that's possible. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. If not, pop some comments. I'll respond back later. But okay, so we are starting, and I forgot now to look to see. This is the Florals in Bloom, I think, designer paper. And I am going to use this side with the little Petunia Pop flowers. And I used one of the banner dies. Okay, then I used a coordinating the next size up so that they will layer together like that. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and adhere this. And don't forget, then you also get your rewards on the BOGO sale. So it's fabulous. I think they said they're also updating the last chance list tomorrow, which also there are bundles or there are suites in there or suite products, even things that are on the last chance list, and there's some really good prices there. Those count also. So there are a ton. When you go into my online store, if you just put, it's buy one, get one 50% off, Cheryl. If you just put suite collection in the search, it will pull up everything that's in the suite collections. Okay. All right. We're using Petunia Pop for our card base, 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4, folded in half. We're going to go this way. So then I'm going to adhere this onto here. And this may look familiar to some of you from Saturday because the layout is kind of one of the cards. Now remember, this is your June template. So it doesn't have to be the banner die, of course. It could be full across here. It could be a small tag shape on there. Okay. All right. So then I cut circles using stylish shapes, and I cut a Petunia Pop circle. I cut a bubble bath circle. I cut a basic white circle the same size as bubble bath. And then I cut smaller bubble bath and Petunia Pop. Okay. And I used the stripes and dots stamp set. I used bubble bath ink, and I stamped the circles. I started with the Petunia Pop, but it was really, really bright. Once this dried, it's kind of light, but it still works really good, just like that. Okay. Then the basic white circle, I used the stamp set, but I used the little flowers, okay? And I stamped with Petunia Pop, and I stamped flowers all over this little white circle, okay? It's gonna go like here, and I'm turning it because I'm gonna try to cover up that little spot where one went over the other. Okay, now I have my Petunia Pop circle, but I don't want it plain. I want some texture to it. So I'm going to clear that for a second so it doesn't slide all over. We're going to bring in my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Okay, and I'm really, really close to the camera. Let's try to scoot this up a little bit for this part. Okay. Oh, good, Judith. I'm glad you like these colors. Okay, so then I'm taking my Pattern of Friendship die, and I'm going to take the Petal Pink. I'm going to put it on there. This one I'm finding easier to use facing up. Okay. And then we're going to put this, and yeah, this one's a bubble bath. Sorry. I must have said Petunia Pop on this one. Bubble bath circle. Oh, good. I'm glad you like it. The circles just make it so fun. Okay. And it gets really tight down in there. So you kind of got to grab. Yep. Apparently I called this one Petunia Pop, and it's not. It's bubble bath. Okay. So then you get these fun lines. Look how cool that is, right? And I think you can see that well. I think I'm up close enough. Okay. That's going to go on the front of our card. And then I'm going to take this smaller Petunia Pop, and I'm going to run it through twice. Okay. I'm going to try taking this out and see if that will not be quite so hard. Okay. I'm going to put it on my die, and I'm going to, nope, it's got to have that layer. Remember, with dies, you need the layer number 2, that thin little one in there. Okay, so we're going to run it through once. It's really hard when I'm trying to do it on the table. In the camera. Okay, then I'm going to peel this one off. Okay. But now I'm going to turn it. And I was going this way. Now I'm going, well, I turned it so that they're going opposite. And I'll show you in a second. I kind of want to get it as close to straight as I can. Okay, we're going to cover that. We're going to send it through. Okay. All right, let's get this stuff out of the way. Okay, now let's get this down here closer again. Okay, now we're going to peel this out of here and see what we have. Now we have crisscrosses going both directions. How cool is that? Okay, let's bring our paper back in here and bring our card back in here. Okay, don't forget we have this little one yet here too. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put the dot one down here, like that. Then we're going to take the flowers. Oh, Linda. Enabler. This is not on my list. Well, it should be, right? Okay. So then we're going to put this one, and I'm not sticking them really hard yet. This one we're going to tuck underneath the edge of here. Hi, Patricia. Okay, so that one's going to go like that. Then this one, with our little plaid, is going to go like right here, except I want it to go both ways. And then our last one is going to go on dimensionals. Not quite. First, I cut one of the long banners from Stylish Shapes, and I stamped Celebrate, so it just had just the little extra line there. Okay, we're going to adhere that to this, and we're going to go kind of right in the center, so you still get the shapes on both sides, or the die cut lines. Okay, now we're going to put dimensionals on the back, because then I can put them right over that seam, and I am going to put top and bottom also. Okay. All right. So then we're going to go ahead and adhere that like that. Look at how cute that is, right? Okay, don't forget. There you go. See, I just put dimensionals on, Linda. Okay, then we're going to put our basic white inside. Did I cut that the right size? I did. And then, and I forgot to bring a block over here with me, but we're going to take that little flower Oh, it's absolutely a great thing to do with your boys, and you could make it any color, right? Okay, oops. So we're just going to add the little, and we're going to stamp that right down there in the corner. And because I didn't get it quite in the circle or in the where I wanted it, we're just going to add another one right beside it. Oh, look at that. I stamped right over the top of. Okay. So that is your card sketch challenge. Now remember, it can go horizontal. This is the card we did on Saturday. So it's got a little variation with this in it. I need to find some little embellishments to add on to here yet too. But how fun is that? Okay. And so, yeah, great in darker colors for the guys. You could even add like one of the little sailboats onto here, or like this direction, one of the little sailboats on here with your greeting in it. Okay. So there's your card sketch challenge for June. Let's see if we can't hit 20 or maybe 25. If we hit 20 at least, I will give away 2 $25 shopping sprees, okay? But we have to hit 20 to do that. Okay, reminder for Summer Fun in the Sun. Deadline is tomorrow. The BOGO, buy one, get one 50% off, begins tomorrow. That goes through the end of the month, and it's on the sweet items, the sweets collections. Put sweets, SUITES, in the search bar, and it will come up with all of the little fun things. If I can find a way to put them all together in the blog post, excuse me, I will do that. But take a look and see. There's some great items to be able to get a good sale on. Okay? Everybody have a fabulous week, and I will see you next Monday, June 9th. Take care. Bye-bye.